My name is Anders Warner and welcome to episode 3 of the Diesel Dad. And today on the Diesel Dad, we're talking about your baseline metabolic rate. But before we get into the metabolic rate, I need you to know by the end of this video, there's one thing that you need to understand that is going to allow you to live a strong, lean, athletic life. It's going to help you lose weight. It's going to help you burn more fat. It's going to help you understand how to increase your own baseline metabolism. But before we get into it, we need to understand that there's 4 main components to your metabolism. Your metabolism is built up of a thing that we call TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. It's the sum amount of all of the hormonal, cellular, chemical reactions that go on in your body. For many people, they never think about how expensive it is to keep your brain moving, right? You never think about how you breathe every single day, how your abs contract to push air in and out. You never think about your diaphragm, you're not thinking about your heart. All of those pieces keep you moving, and it takes energy for them to happen. The other piece is what happens when you go to sleep at night. It's not like your body stops working. If anything, it kicks into high gear. If anything, that's when it works on your immune system to keep you healthy. That's when it's rebuilding tissue. That's when it's really coming up with, it's getting rid of old cells, bringing in new cells. It's doing a diagnostic test of everything that's where your body's at. And it allows you to create a scenario where your body is in a constant rebuilding stage. Now, when you start to break down the main 4 components of what your total daily energy expenditure is, 60% of that is going to be your BMR. That's your baseline metabolic rate. That's the thing we're going to be talking about today and how you can increase it. The second piece, we call it NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That's 15%. Another 15% is going to be your actual exercise. And then the final 10% is going to be the energy expended while you are digesting food. Now, the biggest problem that we run into when people are trying to burn fat, when people are trying to lose weight, the very first thing that they think about is increasing the amount of exercise that they're doing in their life. And that's great, because for a little while, until your body adapts to that new stimulus, it's going to work. You will lose weight by increasing the amount of activity that you do in your life. However, as a baseline metabolism, exercise is just a tiny little piece, or in your total metabolism, exercise is just 15%. That's a tiny little piece. So how do we increase our baseline metabolism, our basal metabolic rate, if exercise isn't the answer? Well, the biggest thing that we need to understand is that your baseline metabolism, as we talked about in the beginning of the show, is all of the chemical and hormonal reactions that go on in your body. Now, the most expensive tissue that we have is muscle. And the thing that is going to help you rev your body up and burn fat stores is to build more muscle. Quite literally, strength training is the single best answer to increasing your basal metabolic rate, to increasing your baseline metabolism that you can do. And every single person on this planet can do it right now, starting today. And if you haven't started today, you need to start today. And if you want, you can get into the show notes. You can schedule a call with me, and we will figure out how to get you to lose body fat, increase and build a strong, lean, and athletic body that you're proud of. That's what the core principles of the Diesel Dad are. And in order for us to build out what this Diesel Dad program is and how we can transform your body from slow, soft, and sluggish, we have to understand why you actually have this body fat to begin with. Yes, you're probably eating too many calories, and we need to figure out what your caloric load is and how we're going to go about reducing that. But we need to understand that the fat that's on your body right now, this adipose tissue that you can see, the extra additional fat that nobody likes to see on their body, well, that's a result of 1, too many calories, but 2, your body's bored. It doesn't have anything to use all of that extra energy, so it just stores it, hoping that one day, for some unforeseen reason, you're going to need calories. Like maybe back when we were hunter-gatherers and we were in the woods and winter was coming and the animals were going to go hide and it was going to be really hard to find meat and all the trees were going to die, so it was going to be really hard to pick berries and find vegetables, and resources we're not going to be abundant. That's kind of why we store fat. That's why our bodies are programmed in a specific way. But because we have grocery stores, abundance of food, it's cheap, fast food, and at any point in time, the quality of that food is not going to be great. So your body is designed to store all of this fat, and we need to get rid of it. And the very first step that everybody can do when trying to understand their basal metabolic rate and increasing their baseline metabolism is that muscle is the most expensive tissue. And I want you to understand this giant concept, because when we think about lifting weights, sometimes we immediately go to what the commercials sell us, right? Elite athletes, cool montages, a whole bunch of like hardcore training. And what I want you to really think about is repositioning strength training into an idea of creating an environment that is constantly increasing in demand, in which your body has to continually adapt to that demand. And the only way to do it is to build muscle, because the environment that you're creating requires you to be strong. It requires you to have muscle mass. The requirement is that it needs to eliminate all of the old, weak, slow, soft, sluggish tissue and replace it with new, stronger, healthier, better tissue. Now, you can see that if we're eliminating all of the old, soft, and sluggish tissues and replacing it with strong, lean, and athletic tissues, our body has a lot of work to do. And when you go to sleep at night, not only is it doing a diagnostic check and saying, oh, like Anders is a little bit sick, let's do some stuff to decongest him, and let's make sure that, we fix all the cuts and scratches and heal his body. But now it looks at this thing like a massive problem. You did a set of back squats yesterday and you failed. That signals to your body that it's unprepared for the demands of life. It's unprepared for the environment that you have created, telling your body that if you want to survive in this environment, it is mandatory that we have strong, lean, and athletic tissues. It's mandatory that we continue to develop muscle tissue so that you get stronger. And the only way for your body to have the energy for it to be able to build that tissue is to look at all of that stored body fat on your body and use it. It finally has a reason to look at all of the fat cells that you've created over the years by overeating and being static and not following these basic principles and understanding your baseline metabolism and what forces it to and what increases it. It now looks at your body and goes, oh, now I have a reason for this. I get it. Now I've got this moment where I can immediately jump into a training program. I can increase the amount of load on the bar. I can increase the amount of weight. We can talk about the idea that you need progressive overload to continually tell your body that yesterday's cells were not strong enough. Today, the demand of the environment that we live in is higher. It's harder. We need to be stronger. We need more muscle mass. Strength is mandatory for us to survive. Your brain is going to tell your body it's time to grow. And the thing that we're going to grow is going to be muscle. And the energy that we're going to use to create that muscle is the stored body fat that we've been storing in our body or on our bodies for years, months, however long it's been there that's been bothering you. Check it out. Most of us are born with a very, very similar BMR. Our baseline metabolisms are insanely similar. And the truth is that you can increase those by building muscle, telling your body that you need to go grow strong, lean, and athletic tissues in order to meet the demands of this new environment that you live in, which is lifting weights. So if you look down and you're not happy with your body, if you look down and you know you're carrying additional fat, if you look down and you see that it's just not the body you're proud of, step one, understand what your metabolism is. It's built up of 4 things. And 60% of that conversation starts with your baseline metabolism, all of the chemical and hormonal reactions that keep you healthy. And in order for your body to want to build strong, lean tissues, In order for your body to want to build muscle tissues, you have to create an environment where muscle is mandatory for survival. Muscle has to be mandatory for survival because now there's a reason that your body's going to go in and say, we got to meet the demand. We have to meet the demands of this new environment. We have to go build muscle. And it's going to look for energy. It's going to look for resources to go build that muscle. And where's it going to look first? To the place that it's been storing energy for so long. The fat stores on your body are resource number one. So we can increase our BMR with one simple thing, and that's increasing muscle mass. And the number one way to increase muscle mass is through progressive overload and strength training. I'm extremely excited. I'm taking on new clients. This is the first time I've opened my schedule up to actually bring on new clients, and you can set up a Diesel Dad discovery call with me. The link is in the show notes just below here. I'm incredibly excited because this project, this program, the Diesel Dad, is something near and dear to me. I want people off the sidelines. I want dads living an active life in the arena. I want to teach you these basic ideas around living a strong, lean, and athletic life. I want you to understand and have the ability to create conversations about health in your house. I want you to understand what your metabolism is. I want you to understand what macronutrients are. I want you to understand why muscle is so important. If we can understand those three concepts, we have a gigantic leg up in living a strong, lean, and athletic life and building a body that you're proud of. We also get the opportunity to lead by example, and that is what this channel and that is what this program is all about. If you are leading by example, if you are doing the things that allow you to build a strong, lean, and athletic body, you're doing it through leadership in your household. People are going to recognize it. You're going to be able to have better conversations. You will create cultures of health inside your household. The best strength coaches in the world teach leadership, but we do it through back squats, macronutrients, metabolism, muscle. Those are the ways that we get into your life. But the only way that any of it works is by you taking leadership and taking an active role in your own life, which inspires everyone around you to be stronger, leaner, more athletic, and healthier. The truth is the Diesel Dad is near and dear to my heart. I want you in the arena. I want you off the sidelines. I want you to lose body fat. I want you to feel empowered, and I want you to build a strong, lean, and athletic body you're proud of. The link is down in the show notes. Come and join me. Set up a call today. I'm extremely excited to talk to you and see how we can change your life. I'm Anders Varner. This is the Diesel Dad, episode 3. Please share this. Follow me on Instagram at Anders Varner. We are Barbell Shrugged at Barbell_Shrugged. I can't wait to help you. I can't wait to meet you. We're going to go help you lose weight, lose fat, and build a strong, lean, and athletic body you are proud of. We'll see you guys next time.